What's up, guys? Today, I got something slight for you guys. I just got a short story that I want to share with you guys. I wrote this under 19. It's in my poem collection of when I was under 19, and it's called The Prisoner. And I'm gonna read it to you guys, and then we go over what it means. Okay? All right, let's begin. Short story: The Prisoner. A kid trapped in prison, but it's a wonderful prison. Yet he writes, which he can't, or he shouldn't, or they'll kill him. When they threaten him with death, he says, if you take this away, I'm already dead without it. He also says he'd rather continue to the scary unknown than live in the here, the present. Him and a group of dreamers are locked up. Some are still dying even though they obeyed. What writing could cost him? He is nothing without it. The guards offer me more and more. The one rule is to not write, create, or even dream. No art whatsoever. Someone gets killed for dreaming. They tell people what to read. I should know better. My best friend died for dreaming. They threaten to hang him. He says, hang me. I shall write. In writing there is truth. But if you hang me, you'll only be providing the people with even more ink. The cellmates say, why do you have to write? Help us build the kingdom. He replies, I write for escapism, to help, to represent. We don't even know how we got here. They teach us how to view the world. Why are we the ones being fed and not the ones feeding? Where are we in the dynamics of the world? This place, this prison is all we've known. Forbidden or not, I have to write. Alright, so I obviously wrote this when I was way younger. If I had to put a timestamp on it, I think I wrote this when I was like 17. But now, this, I feel like this was going into something bigger, but I just never got it there. So I just kept it as that, as a short story. But now, if you have seen my Hakeem series, this definitely was a foreshadowing to that. It's like Hakeem is this, but like 100 times more on steroids. And basically, it's just about the prisoner, for example. Like I say, my books are based on me, most of them. It's like, let's go line by line. If you guys don't mind, let's go line by line. The kid's trapped in a prison, but it's a wonderful prison. Yeah, he writes, which he shouldn't, or they'll kill him. So like the prison, I feel like the prison could be interpreted as like this world or just my life in general. It's a cool prison, like it's calm. Like I'm not under oppression or nothing like that. But it's like I'm trying to find a way out from this prison I'm in because I'm still locked in by higher control, if that makes sense. Right? And I'm trying to escape it. Although I could stay and it would be peaceful. I'm writing though anyways to escape. So I feel like that's what the first line is saying, the overall theme of what the prison is. It's escaping our confined spaces of what we need to believe and understand about the world. Let's continue. They threaten him with death. He says, if you take this way, I'm already dead without it. That's generally how I feel. Like I feel like if I didn't have this writing, I'll be like just not doing nothing. What else would I do? I really don't know. And I hope it never comes to that, you know? Because if I'm feeling down, I know I could just go home, right? Escape this current world and live in the fantasy one that I made, you know? And that's beautiful, man. And I wish one day that all you guys get to experience what I'm experiencing, you know? Maybe through my writing, but through your own. It's good. He also says he'd rather continue into the scary unknown than to live in the here. As you can see, I'm jumping back and forth between me and him. I'm talking about him, but him is me. I am him. But yeah, I'm jumping back and forth. And I rather actually continue into the scary unknown than to live in here because what I'm seeing here is light, but the light doesn't seem to get any brighter. It's just constant. And it's not lighting up everything. So I'd rather jump into the scary unknown and see what happens. Him and a group of dreamers are locked up. Now, I don't know who the group of dreamers are. I'm low-key a loner, but I'm assuming that's you guys, you know, or whoever else that dreams, you know. Because I like to think in this huge battle that I'm facing as the BFK, um, that I'm not alone, even though like it's all in my head, literally just like all in my head. Dang, do people think I'm psycho maybe? But nah, I don't know. Let's continue. Some are still dying even though they obeyed. I feel like that goes to show like you could look through a whole lot of good, and like I think Jim Carrey was. He said his dad was an accountant and he still failed. It just goes to show like you can still do everything good and you can still end up screwed over. So I think go ahead, right? Do what you gotta do. Live free, cause the world will still screw you over. It don't matter if you did things right, you did things bad. Bad things happen to good people, which sucks. And you think you're on this path, but there's probably a snake on both paths you're gonna take. And you could probably kill them both. You could probably slay both dragons in your path. You just think that this dragon, since its lore is known, you go in there like, nah, bro, go fly high. What writing could cost him? Question mark. He has nothing without it. Writing can cost him everything, but then he has nothing without it. So like, I feel like that speaks for itself. The guard offers me more and more. I feel like that's like a parable, but I can't. The guard offers me more and more. Like they're giving me more for me to stop, and I'm like, no, it's not enough. So I'm insatiable. Is that a good word? Yeah, I'm insatiable when it comes to writing because I still gotta write more and more. And if you gave me more and more, I would still write to the very, very end. The one rule is to not write, create, even dream, no art. That's self-explanatory. Someone gets killed for dreaming. They tell people what to read. I should know better. My best friend died for dreaming. It's just like he's still doing all this, although his best friend died. They're telling me what to read. I feel like this is the media. Everything is telling us what to read and what to think. Um, that's why it's important to create, because it gives you a lens that not everybody has, right? Um, they threatened to hang him. He says, "Hang me, I shall write. In writing there is truth. If you hang me, you will only be providing people with even more ink." That makes sense, guys? He's saying, if you hang me, I'm gonna write still. And in writing there is truth. He's basically vouching for writing, you know? And he's basically saying you provide people with more ink. Like if you hang me right now, because I'm talking what I'm talking, you're basically just giving them more people, more stuff to talk about. You're not stopping nothing. And now my cellmates or the people are saying, no, help us build the kingdom. So we're prisoners helping them build this kingdom. We're prisoners, and they're like, why do you have to write? Come help us. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I write for escapism, to help and to represent. Those are my three things. Like escapism, number one, and to help and to represent. Escapism, self-explanatory. I want to escape this world sometimes. You know who don't? This world's pretty cruel. Secondly, to help. Writing, if it takes off, can help the world. It legit can, if I'm smart about it. And third, to represent. Hood meets fantasy, Afro fantasy, just a whole new wave. Now I can see it. I can clearly see the vision of what I want in Afro fantasy. We need it, but we don't have enough of it. We need a new epidemic of cartoons, animation that is Afro based. But I necessarily don't want it Afro, but you know it's Afro. I don't want people to think this is black exclusive, but it is black centered. If that makes sense. Just how other things are, but that's to deal with another thing and the black flame itself. I'm gonna get into that in another episode. But representation, helping, and escapism. We don't even know how we got here. They teach us how to view the world. I guess it's self-explanatory. They, as in the higher ups. Why are we the ones being fed and not the ones feeding? I've always thought about that. Why are we the ones in need and not the ones helping the needy? Just me and general, I be feeling like, dang, like, where are we in the dynamics of the world? Where are we? Like, what am I doing in the dynamics of the world? This place is a prison. It's all we know. It's like it's all we know, but it's a prison though. But it's all we know. You might not even know it's a prison. Forbidden or not, I'm still gonna write, and that's just a vow to myself and to the world that I'm still gonna write, and I'll take over the world with it someday. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys as my first short story. Every page should be interesting dissection. I feel like this is a very good introduction of who I am and what I stand for. And I hope you guys all can understand what I'm saying. And I'll see you next shot, man. I love you guys. And hey, I've been writing a whole lot. And I'm only gonna get better at this. Hey, the dreams I have are so grand, but I gotta wait for reality to catch up with it. Y'all know how that is. Alright then. Peace.